have a couple donations real quick. We have $25 from PD. No comment, but thank you. And then we have $5 from A Silent Harmony. Get a load of this. Thank you, A Silent Harmony. All right. Well, I think now the runners seem to be ready. We're all ready to get going, so I will count our runners down. 3, 2, 1, hey!
All right, welcome everybody. This is Sonic 06, Sonic Story, no MSG. This game I don't think this has ever been in a race of this scale before, so you're tuning in for a very momentous marathon occasion. I'm Triple Agent. I ran this game at GDQ 2016. With me on commentary is Nick. He took world record for me very recently. So you can introduce himself too.
Yeah, hi, I'm Nick, 867.
If you see a mark above the head of some...
I joined about like a year ago, and I've been on the grind. So, okay, so are you ready to introduce our runners, Liam?
Absolutely. So the first runner I want to introduce is FocusSight. Focus ran at this year's AGDQ 2020, and he's been really doing amazing with getting this game into marathons. We've had, I think, 10 marathons, maybe 9 in the early part of 2020. In January, we had AGDQ. In March, we have Sonic Speed. He ran Sonic Speed. In April, we had GDQ Hotfix. In early May, we have Mid-Spring Speed Fling. In late May, we have Pace. Last weekend, we had Fastest First. Today, we have this race. Tomorrow, Focus is racing at Meme-a-thon. The day after that, he's racing at Big John Stop and Cease. So, yeah, he's an incredible runner. One of the veterans of the game, 7.5 years of running, and he's always been an ambassador for the community. So, great to have him here.
Yes, Focus is very well known, as he does a lot of marathons. It's really awesome to see him do all that stuff. Okay, so another runner that we have here is Flubbler. He joined the Discord in the community about 3 months ago, back in the end of February, and he's been on the grind ever since due to this whole quarantine situation, and he is now the current world record holder in both Sonic No MSG and Sonic Any %. And he actually took his first world record back in April, so it took him about 2 months to get one. And me and him actually trade records back and forth in Sonic's categories. We're currently about like 5 seconds apart, which is really awesome. Like it shows how much competition there is in this category now, and it's really, really cool to see.
Yeah, honestly, 2020 has been like a sort of renaissance for Sonic 06, and Sonic Story in particular, because of two main people, really, and it's Flubbler.
It really has. It's really increased in popularity over the span of this couple months, and it's like last year it was growing, and in these couple months it just kind of shot up.
Yeah, and then we also have Wike, who's been in the community since 2017. He's currently ranked 8th on the leaderboards. Gast is ranked 6th. Flubbler's world record holder, and Focus is ranked 9, but I would not count Focus out at all. I think Focus has been, the marathon experience will really do him really well here. While Flubbler is world record holder, this is his first marathon race, and he's relatively new, so I think Focus will be better able to handle the pressure, honestly. And speaking of pressure, we have a skip coming up here. It's one of the biggest pain point of the runs. I asked a lot of these runners what their biggest worry was before the race, and most of them said this trick. Oh, dang, Focus just failed it. Gas just failed it. Flubbler failed it. Wike gets the opportunity to go ahead.
As you can see by all these runners going for it, this trick is very, very hard. It's one of the most precise angle tricks in the game, and it saves around 10 seconds. So I'd say it's worth it. A lot of people don't think so, because the other method is really also like a good skip to do. It's just this one is much more precise, and you get a pretty big reward for it.
All right, Flubbler made it, and Gas just got into the cave. That's the best way to do it. Focus and Wike are still on the skip, but this is a really nice early lead for Flubbler, and Gas is right behind.
Yes, this is looking like pretty close already due to the majority of the runners failing cave skip and just going for the normal loop launch right after.
Right. The variant that they're doing at the beginning of Wave Ocean is something that I think literally only 6 runners have do in runs. So they're doing the really hard version.
Yeah, it's not one that most runners decide to go for because of how hard it is and how precise it is to go for.
So up here we're seeing Flubbler go to try to do the tail skip. Yep, he's good. All right, so tail skip is we manipulate Tails to fly above his flight cap, and so he can skip most of Tails' section. And up here, ooh, he's going to do the fast strat, jumping off of the rock formation instead of taking the spring. That's a world record strat.
Yeah, that strat is much harder than taking the spring because once you enter that island, the camera decides to do camera things and angle the camera to where you're actually supposed to go. But we don't want to go there. We're speedrunners. We want to hit the dev trigger.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is a great opportunity to bring up one of the main things why we play this game. It's bad casually, but it's a really great speed game. And I think a lot of people recently have been starting to realize that this game has a ton of potential because of all the glitches. And one of those things that we just saw was that flying to the dev trigger, right? Normally you'd have to hit a switch, watch a long cutscene. But since the Sonic 06 devs left the trigger in as just, you're able to fly to it, then we can abuse that and we can make it go really fast.
Yes, a lot of the oversights that the devs have left in this game since it was so rushed allow us to make really cool skips and tricks in the speed run because they gave us these opportunities by not finishing the game.
All right, Flubbler's coming up on this jump at the end of the loop. You kind of mash A for it. If he gets it, it's another save. Okay, barely. He jumped a little bit, but he got clipped by the ramp. Let's see if Gas... Oh, he got it. Beautiful.
Version.
Great job.
Yeah, so, for that jump, sometimes you'll just jump right over the ramp, and sometimes the ramp will just send you straight to the island or to wall jump. It's very finicky, but it's a really nice time save when you land it.
All right, so loading back into the town, one of the trick that's coming up is 3 frame perfect tricks in a row to skip a loading screen for loading into Egg servers. They're going to see runners jump up against a wall and then homing attack the frame that they land on the ground to get extra speed to clip through the...
Yes, this one is pretty hard. Like, it's very easy to mess this one up because once again, it's frame perfect, and you're doing 3 of them in a row. So if you see someone do it 1-1-1 for the clips, that's super rare, and it's like really cool to see someone do. Flubbler got 1.
1-1-1 would be first try all 3 times.
1-2. Ooh. He's missing on the last one.
Yeah, Gas getting a little stuck on the first one there, but...
Yeah, what you would normally do is go all the way back to the shop, which is like way on the opposite side of the town, and buy the anti-grav, but we actually buy that later because then it's right on the way to one of the missions.
Ooh, Focus nailing the first clip right out of the spin dash. Beautiful. Oh, he's going for clip skip. Oh, yeah, he mentioned this to me. So there's a...
Oh, yes, yeah.
Ooh, that's unfortunate. He took a death there because you get so much momentum off of the clip. So it's a really, really neat trick, like cutting edge strats in the last month that Focus found, where you can skip the third frame.
Focus is actually the only one that ever goes for that.
I haven't even seen that in a run yet. Like, this is, literally weeks old trick.
Yeah, he's the only one that ever goes for that. I mean, he found it like a couple weeks ago. Here's one instances of RNG in this game. It is not fun. We hate this boss. It's even worse in Shadow though, so we kind of have to give our reparations to them.
Fair enough. Yeah, Cerberus can give you one of a number of patterns at the beginning, and if he gives you one really bad one, then you're just kind of done for. But luckily, Flubbler and Gas have both gotten good patterns, and so yeah, Flubbler coming out naturally the favorite to win the race is ahead right now. But anything goes at the very end of the game, as you know better than anyone.
Oh yeah, the ending of the game is very brutal. It's one of those things that just kill runners.
Right. So the early lead is basically based off of how's your Wave Ocean and did you get the clips first try. And so early on you'll be seeing about this gap, give or take, for here going into Dusty Desert, which we're going into now. And then going into the silver fight. But after that, it's anything goes.
So this stage, Dusty Desert, you can actually skip like 90% of the level geometry because for some reason, due to Sonic and Elise's love, I guess, they get to have a shield. Yeah, I don't know, it's cool. You can walk on water and sand, so you can just skip 90% of the level. They're actually going to go for a really hard loop launch here. And it saves about 2 seconds, but it's super cool looking.
Yeah, and note that this loop launch wouldn't be faster if it weren't for the fact that the runners are going for this.
Oh yes, Flub got it. Let's go. Is he gonna make it though? He got flung really far from the land.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah, this might be close.
The shield. Okay, he made it good. Ooh, that was really close.
Yeah, so that strat is, again, pretty darn new. I mean, we've known about the loop launch, but we never knew we could do it unbuffered until maybe 2018 started incorporating it into runs. So a lot of these tricks, if you've seen the GDQ run that I did like 4-ish years ago, a lot of the things like Cave Skip and then this loop launch in Dusty Desert are all new. And it's part of the reason why currently all 4 of the runners here have a better PB than the world record was back 4 years.
Yes, there's been a lot of new developments in this game in the past 4 years that just over time, like while they may not be like super huge time saves, like more than 20 seconds, they all add up. They all add up significantly.
A lot of it is very small movement optimizations, homing attack earlier here, light dash through these rings, don't hold a direction through this dash pad, whatnot, and then you can take IL times like Wave Ocean from 206 down to like 157 or something. So yeah.
Oh yeah, Flub's seeming to have a really good run right now. Besides missing Cave Skip first try, his Dusty Desert was pretty clean.
Yeah, totally agreed. Flub's Dusty Deserts have been really, really good recently, and Focus just nailing that loop launch there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this silver fight, there's so many methods that you can do this. You're probably going to see like a lot of variations of the runners doing this fight. So there's one where you can get 25-6-3-3 pretty much every single time you play this fight, which is by just homing attacking silver and going back to the buildings. And then there's one where you just spin dash on the ground for some reason, it's faster, and then you can just manipulate his AI to pick up tables, and then that's faster by like 2 seconds. And that one's pretty hard to learn. It's a pretty steep learning curve.
Oh, and might I add that it's brand new. Like, again, Focus found this
like a week ago, we'd say. Yeah.
Like I said, the Renaissance. This quarantine has done wonders for Sonic Story No MSG, and we see Flubbler getting a beautiful 24-3-4-9, which is faster than the 25-6-3-3 that the normal strat gives us.
Mm-hmm. The lowest that can go down to is a 21, but it's really difficult because you're manipulating a boss fight AI, so it takes a lot of getting used to.
Well,
and you see Ghast here doing the 25-6-3-3 strat.
Yeah, the lowest it can go down if you do 6 frame perfect tricks in a row is 15-8-9-9. But that's always kind of been like, if we really get to a point where you have to do that for world record, then I think we're doing something right.
Yeah, that requires 6 frame perfect kicks in a row, and you only have like a 2 frame window there, and it's ridiculously hard. Only I think 3 people have gotten that.
No, not in a run, in individual level practice.
Yeah, in ILs, not in an arc.
All right, so we have this tradition in the 06 community. Flubbler is going for the MSG lady. What?
I think he's used to running any percent. Yeah. We have this again. What Liam was about to get to. We have this tradition in the 06 community where if we're streaming, we ask the chat to guess our "Who's the Captain" time. Now, if you want to guess the time, the runners usually get underneath a 2-second time window. So guess anything within 1 second of the IL, and if you're right, well, yay.
I'm gonna guess 1466 for Flubbler.
I'm gonna guess 1316. Oh, he did 12. Oh man!
My goodness, that's unbelievably fast.
That is really fast. Oh my gosh! World record is 1199 by the way, so that's really close to world record.
I think that's maybe 5 frames off of the world record. And yes, we do of course compete in this like basically mashing simulator IL. Of course we do. We're speedrunners. What do you know?
What is Ghast gonna get? Yeah, I just didn't have time to guess on his.
Okay, we gotta get our guesses in for Focus and Wike.
Okay, so I guess 1516 for Focus.
I'll guess 1616 for Focus and 1663 for Wike.
I guess 1466 for Wike.
Ooh, dang. Right now we have Flubbler in the lead. Ghast is a close behind, and then Focus and Wike are pretty much dead even. Ghast is really, really on a roll recently. In our practice runs for the marathon, he actually PB'd in the race that he did. He logged on, raced once with us, PB'd, got a 58, beautiful time. And yeah, so I have a lot of faith in Ghast. He's playing great recently, and we'll see. Focus with a 1349, beautiful.
That was incredible.
I was actually debating on guessing that for Wike because he landed it in a run, like I think recently. I don't remember. Okay, so mission 11. This is a really nice mission because, I mean, it may look like a little stale because all you're doing is homing attacking enemies, but it actually takes so much optimization here. You have to figure out like where to homing attack correctly, where to anti-grav, and these towers here are super hard to maneuver around because the walls are really finicky, and then the crab enemies are right below the ledge where you would walk on.
Flubbler getting a little caught up on these towers, but otherwise a really beautiful start to mission 11.
That was like, pretty clean looking. He's on pace for like a 43. Ooh, he got hit by the enemy. He could still get one. 44 maybe? Yes, 44. Let's go. That's really clean.
Great job. Yeah. I mean, you see all the tech that's being used here, right? They're spin dashing. They're, using anti-grav, which is that like kick that, floats above the ground. They're homing attacking around the platforms. Like this movement has been iterated on a lot. And so, it's not spamming homing attacks on enemies. It's much more than that.
Mm-hmm. And then the next mission after mission 11 is basically just more homing attacking enemies, and that one's a way more straightforward. And yeah, we just homing attack into Tails and Knuckles for another load screen. Let's go.
Gotta love the load screens in this game. It's not like, let's load you into the Knuckles cutscene. It's no, let's load the whole hub world and then jump into the Knuckles cutscene and then load the cutscene.
Oh yeah, we're used to them. I don't mind the load screens because they give me a break. They give me time to like kind of prepare for the next stage.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the greatest parts about running 06 is that, talk about chat interaction. You have tons of time to read your chat. You're streaming runs of this game because all the load screens, and it takes you time to get your nerves set. It's great. Focus coming in with a 49. It's a bit slower. He lost a bit of time to Flubbler, but in general, anything under 50 is really darn good. So we'll see if the other runners can take this opportunity to catch up. Wike seems to be finishing right now with a 45. That's really nice. Yeah, so I just want to talk a little bit about Flubbler. Well, Flubbler and Nick, in general, recently come into the community and just really broke barriers for how good someone can get in a short amount of time. Like Nick was mentioning, Flubbler came into the community, joined the Discord in February, and then got sub 1 for the first time, which is cracking the top 10 a month later. It's not that because Sonic No MSG is not optimized. Like you guys are seeing the gameplay here, but it's more like that. I think that it's a game that can be learned to a high level really quickly because of all the great resources that we've put out in the community. We have lots of tutorials. I made one a while ago. Nick's put out tutorials about each individual stage's movement, and that coupled with a really supportive community has been really the reason why a lot of people have sort of started getting really good at this game and flocking to it. But yeah, also Flubbler's just incredible skill level. Coming into White Acropolis, we have the board cap, speed cap glitches. So there's one coming up here. There's on a ramp that Flubbler's about to get to, and then there's one ahead of that one. If you miss the first speed cap glitch and get the second one, it's fine. But if you miss both of them, it's a huge opportunity to catch up. And Focus is right about to load into White Acropolis. Ghast is also at the very end. So it seems like it's Flubbler, then Ghast, Focus, and Wike. So the same order. Like we mentioned before, up to about here, we call this like early game. The real big opportunities to catch up were in Wave Ocean. But coming up, we have the mid game, which is Crisis City and Flame Core. So unless these runners...
the mid game is definitely the section where you'll see the most time loss from the runners or the most time gain. Those stages, especially Flame Core and Crisis City, are very scary. Nice 54 section snowboard.
Ooh,
by Flub.
Really, really great. Let's see if Ghast gets it. All right, yes, he just hit the speed cap. As you see, Ghast is jumping on the side of the rock, and that takes a ramp, and that allows you to go much faster than the game intended you to go, because the board section, it keeps your movement higher. Oh, he's going to go for the IL rock, I think. So if you stand on a rock and pick,
so close.
Ooh, he barely missed it. He almost got the jump off. Yeah, that's a really crazy strat. There's a lot of variations to this ending at Wike Acropolis.
Mm-hmm. There's like 3 routes you can take. You can break that little platform, and then jump off the biggest part of it to get up there, and then you can also kick a rock while you're standing on it to break its physics pretty much, and just fly up there. Or you could just take the normal route, which only loses about 3 seconds to the rock, but the rock looks so much cooler.
It really does. It looks so cool. We're gonna see the rocket later on in Egg Genesis and in Kingdom Valley, hopefully.
Ghast and Flubbler both getting first try laser clip.
Yeah, first try laser clip I see people getting a lot more often recently, which just goes to show you, like, back when I started this game, we were getting like 6th and 7th try laser clip and being very happy about it. So.
Yeah, it's more the angle can be pretty finicky sometimes. It just takes time to learn where it is.
All right, so Flubbler loading into another stage. That's a really big opportunity for time loss in game. When we talked to these runners about which tricks that they were worried about before coming in, a lot of people said that this speed cap glitch here in the Crisis City board section was one of the big points.
Yes, where you have to get that second speed cap, there's a big gap where you can just fall and die if you miss it, and it's one of the most nerve-wracking parts in when you start the mid game, because this can just change the momentum of the run.
Let's see if he hits it. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, he slowed down quite a lot.
Let's go.
Yep. So he just
sometimes you just gotta stop to make sure that you get it. It's better to lose 1 second than to lose 18.
Yeah, no kidding.
Is Ghast gonna make it? Ooh, he slowed down a lot too. Let's go, he made it.
Another thing in the board section is that after you get the speed cap glitch, if you run into that one worm, there's one in the middle of one of the sections, you just die instantly. You don't just lose rings, you just instantly.
Oh yeah, it's awful. Especially, and also these fire pillars, man. With the speed, when you hit them, you die. You have no control over that.
So the other part in Crisis City that's, really big opportunity for runners to catch up to Flubbler here is the Mach Speed section. The Mach Speed section, do you want to talk a bit more about that?
Okay, yeah. I kind of have a vendetta against this stage. So, I kind of die in this stage almost every single run besides my PB. Yay. With Crisis City, the Mach Speed section is just as bad as just as bad in the speedrun as it is in casual play. The game just decides how it wants you to be in this stage. You can have a really good beginning, and then Crisis City could just say, oh no, you're not going to have a good run. I'm going to throw everything I have at you, and it's going to break into 1,000,000 shards, and it's going to land right in front of you no matter how fast you're going. And then you'll lose like 20 seconds in Mach Speed.
Flubbler just missed the trick ring, so this is. I mean, that's not actually that bad. Focus is trying to add me in the Discord. I didn't see the board section. Nick, did you catch?
I did not.
Darn, Focus must have done something. Oh, he just did the rail trick there. So at the very beginning of Crisis City, when you get on that rail, you can homing attack backwards. This is again another brand new trick. Well, not brand new, but it's last 2 years since we've shown this game off previously. And you can, if you homing attack at the end of a rail and you're supposed to land past the end of the rail, the game will default to sending you to the middle of the rail. And so we can warp down really far in Crisis City. Wike is going to get it once he finishes that board section, and you'll be able to see that rail trick in action. It's really, really cool.
Homing attack warps with Sonic are just some of the coolest tricks in this game, I feel. It looks so flashy.
Oh yeah, I mean the wave ocean trick is the classic, but this one is also really dope. And then also we have the Dusty Desert.
Oh yeah.
So Flubbler coming into section 3. Section 3 it's straightforward once you're like really good at the movement, but for new runners this sometimes can be really tough to get down really fast. At the very end we have another brand new trick. We call it Focus Pipe because Focus is the one that found it. Of course, he's been finding a lot of new stuff. Flubbler's going to go for it. He lands on this pipe, which you can actually land on, and grabs the spring perfect. If you die there, it's really, really rough.
I find it funny how you can just jump on all of those side platforms even though you're not supposed to.
Oh yeah, I mean, why would they be not solid? Why would they be, unable to jump on? Please.
I mean, in Shadow they're hazards, so maybe they could be hazards in Sonics. I don't know.
All right, Flubbler coming into the Mach Speed section. Right here we.
Ooh, that was scary looking. I thought he was gonna hit the pipe.
Yep. Flubbler coming into the Mach Speed section. The way we avoid a lot of the things that get thrown at you is by doing this light dash on rings. Ooh, he almost hit the pipe there. That was really, really close. But if you hold no direction and light dash on trails of rings, you actually go faster than the game speed cap. So if he was nailing this perfectly, then he would be able to stay ahead of most of the objects, most of them, of course. But since he got hit, he's
yeah, and here at the end, you actually want to get hit on purpose to avoid getting an S rank, because as we did mention earlier, if you get an S rank, you get an extra medal, which loses 5 seconds. So at any point where it's fast enough, you want to go out of your way to get hit so you don't have as many rings at the end.
Ooh, Gas coming in with a beautiful 323 Crisis City, saving a lot of time on Flubbler. This is really, really nice to catch up on, but there was not any major mistakes. There wasn't a huge opportunity, but that might change in Flame Core coming up. Flame Core is really...
Flame Core is one of the most brutal stages in the run, because our routing for this stage is very complex, to where we have to, it requires us to skip checkpoints to have the fastest route possible. And if you die at the end, you go all the way to the beginning and lose about 1.5 minutes.
Right, and on top of that, we have at the very end of the first section of Flame Core, these random Cocoa Puffs, well, they're rocks, we call them Cocoa Puffs. And they can fall on you, and they can just end your run, really. It's a 1.5 minute time loss. So I don't want to jinx it, but I really hope that no one gets hit by a rock, because that's a really rough way to lose a run.
Oh yeah, Flame Core's routing as it is very difficult as well.
Gas coming into, or Flubbler coming into the clench jump. All right, good. So we call that clench jump because it's a really tight jump.
Okay, so there's a section that Flubbler's coming up to where we call Lava Dash, where we abuse the iframes to spin dash on the lava and jump right before the iframes run out to get to the next platform. And if you fail that, you lose 50 seconds, and it's terrible. I've had to die. I've had plenty of runs die there before, and when I was first starting out.
Yeah, this one is, you have to know exactly how long the iframes last. See, as you can see, Flubbler jumped right as his iframes ran out, so he nailed it perfect. Gas is going to...
Also, this second combat section, as you saw earlier, there was a door that you could just spin dash right through. Here, for some reason, the devs realized that we have a problem with clipping through doors, so we're going to put like 50 million invisible walls here, and you can't clip through this one, even though it's like the same layout as the first one.
Yeah, for some reason, that door has been the most impenetrable door. If we could skip that, we'd save another maybe 10 seconds, but no, so far. All right, let's see. Flubbler not get hit by any rock. See these rocks falling? They can hit you randomly, and they can even hit you after this ramp as well. Gas coming up on the last section as well. This might be an opportunity. Okay, Flubbler is through. He did not get hit. And Gas is through. Okay, good.
This
up on that.
Scary, man. It's making me hold my breath.
Honestly, like, the fact that we don't hit the checkpoints to save 1 extra second in movement is really crazy. Ooh, Focus during the spin dash strat for the enemy fight. That's really cool. Brand new.
Oh, and anti-grabbing that last one. Clean movement.
That was awesome.
Is he going to do the bird strat? Ooh, oh, no, he isn't. I thought he was. He goes for the checkpoint, though. Good save strats.
Oh, Flubbler coming up on a little trick we call SMB jump. You're jumping on a very tiny polygon to get right up the lava flow. It's much harder than it looks. You got it maybe second try. Gas coming up on the door. They're really close.
This is a very close race between Flubbler and Ghast right now. Especially, it may not look as close as it is, because we know what's coming up, man. It's some hard stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, we have Egg Genesis, which is a huge coin flip. Right now, Gas has just been playing really well. He's saved almost all of his time on just like faster movement. There hasn't been really any major mess ups from Flubbler, and Gas has just been closing the gap. You see, we get hit on the lava pillar as Knuckles, and we can it's like a damage boost, but it only happens here, and we're not 100% sure why. There's a lot of mysteries in this. But yeah.
Okay, so this next fight, we're getting to the Iblis boss fight, which in casual play is about 5 minutes. Oh, it's terrible. But in the speedrun, we don't have to waste that much time, even though it still takes forever. And we do a faster version and a much riskier version where we jump into the lava, spin dash right before Iblis goes into the air, and then we turn around and spin dash and spin kick to hit Iblis's eye right when he hits the lava. it's super risky, but it saves like about 2.5 minutes over the casual version.
This strat is really new. Oh, Gas is going for the normal non-Imbla skip strat, and then Flubbler is going for the slightly faster version, but much riskier version. If you miss one of these, it loses 45 seconds, which is definitely the difference between Flubbler and Gas right now.
Oh, Flubbler missed the first hit.
Oh no. Okay, so that's actually huge.
Man. Yeah, that's huge. Okay, so this fight, even though we just explained a really hard strat, it's still a lot of doing nothing. So if we have donations to read, you can go ahead and read them.
Yeah, let's read some donations. We have Nymptus, who's donated $10, and I'm going to try my best to get the voice here. That was incredible. I wasn't. Not even close. I don't know. I should have just said nothing.
That was pretty good.
Was incredible.
It was close.
I will do terrible impressions of in these donation incentives. For these donations if people want. I also won't do them if people don't want.
No, please do them.
Please do that.
They're great.
It adds to the fun.
I've also got $50 from Aklorin. It's not much, but anything I can do to help the LGBTQIA+ community is worthwhile. Thank you so much. And that's pretty significant. Like, all of these donations really are. It really means a lot. And with those donations, we're only $15 away from the 3K mark on the stream. So like, that's one person right there could easily put us at 3K. I'm just saying.
Oh, that's awesome.
Snipe that 3K. And Mushy Mania is only $5 from 200. So that's also pretty close to a milestone. So. Either way that you want to donate to this event, you will be able to hit a milestone here. So act now before someone beats you to it.
Gotta go fast, as they say.
Go fast.
Yes, thank you to everyone that's donated for this. It's a really good cause.
My name is Sonic the Hedgehog, and I want you to donate to Power Up with Pride. It's not better, but hey.
I gotta hurry up and donate to Power Up with Pride.
I've gotta hurry up and donate.
All right, we should probably get back to the run. We have Gas taking a solid lead over Flubbler.
Yeah, we have a new first place runner right now.
Flubbler coming in with the 226, but he had to restart because he missed one of the hits. Focus also missed one of the hits as well, but Focus was telling me before the run even started that he was worried about the fast Imbla strat, and so now Wike and Focus are pretty darn close. It's maybe a 20-second gap between the two of them, but maybe Gas's choice to go for.
Even though like all of the runners may not be at the same point, it's still cool to have like 2 people that are really close and then 2 other people that are also really close.
Right, it's like 2 mini races. Yeah, that's one of the cool things about having 4 people. I wonder if anyone's going to go for the building clip in the.
Oh my gosh, is Wike going for the? Oh, Wike is going for the final hit. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Okay, wait. We were not expecting anyone to go for this. So in Iblis there's this strat at the end. Let's see if he gets it. Oh no. Oh my gosh, I can't believe he actually did that.
I think he went for it because he got 3 out of 3 good RNG.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so all right, how do we even?
Now that we still have someone in the Iblis fight, there's a like 6-second swing in this fight where if the middle pillar spawns whenever the pillars respawn, you have good RNG. But if it doesn't spawn, you get bad RNG, and it's like 2 seconds each time.
And so what happened when Wike got really good RNG? He wanted to go go for it all and go for the IL strat that saves 6 seconds but loses the entire fight, like 2.5 minutes if you fail it. And while we were in a practice run, he got within frames of the individual level world record for this stage.
And that's the best time anyone has ever gotten in Iblis in that fight. And that's what we called the unbeatable gold yesterday.
And I just can't believe he really went for it all in the marathon run. The actual madman. I can't believe that.
Gotta go for the risky strats, man.
Yeah, we need to give a clap for Wike. I wish this was GDQ to have like the audience or something, but I'll give him.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, someone's going for a building clip. This is Flubbler, right?
Oh, that's Focus. He's going for building clip. Ah, darn it. Okay, he missed it. Yeah, we haven't commented much on Radical Train because it's all pretty straightforward. There's a cool gate clip there, but I don't see any of the runners going for it, and it's just kind of like, you know, one of those stages. It was similar to Dusty Desert where there's not a lot of big opportunities to gain or lose time, except for this trick coming up at the Mach Speed section, which we're about to see Ghast go into, called Ramp Skip. So after he gets that the light dash trail, he's going to go to the left and try to skip the ramps. He got hit.
That one's really hard to do. Since we can't align our jumps while we're in the air, we have to align on the ground, and it makes it much harder.
Oh, here we can see Ghast breaking the speed cap and almost catching right up to the train. As you can see, every time we light dash on trails of rings, we don't hold the direction, and therefore we break the speed cap. And we can see Ghast catching up to the train and the train rubber banding each time, which is one of the only opportunities.
The train doesn't expect you to break the speed cap, so it decides that it needs to go faster than it already is. So, like as Liam said, it rubber bands and it just speeds up tremendously.
All right, let's see if Flubbler hits the ramp skip. Yep, beautiful. I don't even know why I ask. Of course they're gonna hit it.
Do you mind if I pop in for just one quick second?
Go for it.
With a $15 donation from K Shura, commented Snipe, we have hit 3K.
Woohoo!
Let's go.
Thanks, everyone.
That makes me happy to hear.
Enjoy the rest of Sonic 06.
Yes, thanks for giving us the opportunity to show off our game.
Yeah, it's really awesome. Accepting this huge 4-way race gives us an awesome opportunity to help out with the marathon and help raise money for a great cause.
Okay, so now we have Ghast going for triple cycle, which is one of the hardest strats in the game and one of the most nerve-wracking parts, because if you miss this strat, you lose around 15 to 20 seconds. And this can be a huge swing for Ghast and Flubbler. I think Ghast is going to miss it.
Beautiful.
He got it.
No, he got it. Oh, okay. So what triple cycle is you kick on a rock and you use the physics of the game to get up on the top of Egg Genesis early, and then you can hit him. But we wait a little bit for Egg Genesis to shoot missiles, so that when we hit Egg Genesis and he flings us back, we interrupt the fling with one of the missiles. And so we drop back down, and then we can hit him again. But not only do we do that once, we do it twice. So we drop back down and pick up the ring that we dropped, and then we can do 3 cycles, thus the name triple cycle. So we can hit Egg Genesis for 3 bouts of 3 at the top. Let's see if Flubbler gets it. Did he get a ring?
He missed it.
Oh, darn.
He had to retry at rock launch too as well, so now Ghast has a pretty comfortable lead.
Yeah, Ghast really playing out of his mind. His run has been beautiful so far.
Yeah, Ghast has had a really good run right now. But yeah, this trick also has another like around 10-second time saver where you can rock launch again after the 3rd cycle, and you can fly up to Egg Genesis and homing attack him 3 times. I think Flubber's gonna get it. Oh, so close. Man, this is close. Well, it's not as close as it was earlier, but it's still looking like there's still a lot of scary stuff later on.
Mike going for the building clip here. We see this was also a brand new strat find, but it's one of those things that, like, you know, you get it first try and it saves like a second, but it's really hard. So, you know, it's a miracle strat.
Yeah, it's a swag strat for sure. I don't know how I got a gold by 5 seconds by doing that though. That just kind of blew my mind.
All right, Flubbler finishing out Egg Genesis 122, so that's the time that you get. Let's see Focus if he hits the fast strat here. Focus picks up the ring. He's going to go for the next set of missiles. If he gets hit by this, he hits the fast strat. He's got to time it right. Oh darn. Okay, he just barely missed it. There's a way to time that where you bounce bracelet and then the last hit you can get hit by the missiles, but for some reason, you know, he timed the last hit and it wasn't the last hit, so it was he shot up later than he would have liked.
As you can see, that trick is very hard, seeing how many people are missing it.
So Gas is coming into Tropical Jungle. What do you think are like the worst parts about Tropical Jungle?
Oh, definitely the vines. I hate those things, man. So with the vines, if you put there's a frame where if as speedrunners, you know, we try to jump off everything as early as possible. Well, if you press A too early, Sonic won't jump off the vine, but he will let go of it and just plop down to his death. It's so awful.
Yeah, honestly, some of the vines have killed world records in the past. I've personally had at least 2 or 3 world record pace runs die to the vines.
Oh yeah,
and
I've had about the same amount of world record pace runs die to the thing.
Yeah, but luckily Gas is making it through really well. Flubbler getting on the first vine. Each one of these vines have a different timing, and we try to cut it as quickly as possible. The second vine though is obviously, you know, among us, we know the second vine is by far the worst, and he just made it through. So
oh yeah, the second one is just terrible, and there's no checkpoints either. So if you die there, you have to restart. So here in the second section, we actually hold our camera down because there's major lag in the section. So if you hold the camera down, it loads less stuff and it lags less.
Also in the second section, you'll see Ghastslayer walking across the water by just holding the shield. I don't think the devs really, you know, thought this whole multiple path second section through because, you know, we're holding Elise. We can walk through water, so we can just kind of skip most of it by walking right to the end.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool multiple routing parts in that section, but you just skip it all by walking on the water.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame, to be honest. And even if
clean though.
Yeah, actually, 146 is pretty darn good. But even if I know that we were testing it out on emulator, and the lag is non-existent on emulator, and it's actually faster to do one of the paths, but because it's so much lag in the Xbox 360, we have to just walk across the water, which is kind of a shame.
Oh yeah, I saw Gordon was actually playing Sonic yesterday. He's one of our emulator shadow runners, and he was testing the routing for that. And there's apparently some like homing attack loop like launch you can do. It's really cool.
But yeah, here we have Gas coming into Tails Wave Ocean. This is one of the biggest coin flips in my opinion. And when I say coin flip, it's, you know, it's not RNG, it's skill. But like, to me, I'm not consistent on this trick. And, you know, Nick's mentioned that this trick is pretty rough. I think other runners would agree with us on this. At the very beginning here, you're going to see him.
I had a lot of when I was first starting out. It's one of those tricks that's like, once you get it down, it's not as bad as it used to be. It's just hard.
I'm showing my age here. Gas is gonna get it. Okay, perfect. Yeah, all right. Maybe I'm just bad then. I don't know.
It's one of the, in my opinion, it's one of the coolest tricks in the run because you just maintain your speed from the loop and you just break the speed cap with Tails' flight, and it looks so awesome.
I think this is one of the best opportunities for Flubbler to catch up, even a little bit.
Yeah.
Flubbler's been playing Tails Wave Ocean for the last, 2 weeks, I think.
Flubbler's been grinding this IL, trying to push it down as far as it can go.
Yeah, for reference, I think the best time that people have gotten Tails Wave Ocean in a run is maybe a high 112 before Flubbler. No, Nick, you got a 111, right?
No, I've gotten a 113 in a run. Even though like I've gotten like a 112 with what I would do in RTA and ILs, but I've never gotten it in a run.
Yeah, so let's see what Flubbler can get here, because in previous races he's been unbelievable at Tails.
Yeah, last night Flubbler actually got a 111 in a run, like in the race practice.
For reference, the individual level world record is a 110. Oh, and he missed the Tails Wave Ocean skip. No. Oh no, man, that's really rough.
That's
Gas pulling up a 115, which is really, really, really good. Man, Gas is having a great run. He's really not giving Flubbler any opportunity.
We still have huge time swings though in the later half. We have some really, really rough stages, and also one mission that's really scary.
We'll get to that when the runners get to those stages, but there's still plenty of opportunity. The mission that Nick was talking about is possibly a 1 minute time save or time gain or time loss there.
Yes, it's super scary. Although Gas does a strat where it makes it easier to avoid all that.
This is terrible. Princess Elise went to see Eggman by herself.
Flubbler about to finish Tails Wave Ocean here. Ooh, that clean refresh off the hut top.
Yeah, so one of the things about Tails Wave Ocean is instead of jumping to start their flight, our runners are going to run off of edges of things and then start your flight right after running off. And that saves, a couple frames or two, but hey, you got to save the frames, right? So. So Gas just bought the gem upgrades. Nick, do you want to talk about I want to talk about the gems for a little? Nick, I guess I can talk about the gems. That's fine.
Sorry, I forgot push to talk was a thing. Okay, I started talking and there's nothing. Okay, so with the gems, these things are the holy grail of 06, to be honest. I feel like a lot of people know about this because of the amount of like glitch hunting videos have been made on 06, but if you don't know, the gems are unlimited because the coding is wrong with them. So you can use them infinitely. They're supposed to use the meter in the bottom right of the screen for Sonic, but for Sonic, it just doesn't deplete. So you can use these gems infinitely. It's amazing.
And note, the gems are power-ups, so like when, we have blue gem, which makes us go faster, green gem, which gives us a tornado kick, red gem slows down time, and then later we'll grab the sky gem, which allows us to teleport across the...
Yeah, that is the most broken gem in the game, I swear. That and purple gem.
Yeah, purple gem is also an infinite jump, but it's kind of...
But we don't use that in Sonic no MSG, although we do buy it for all stories whenever you're doing Silver. Silver needs it for his Kingdom Valley.
All right, Gas coming into the mission. This is Trial of Courage. Trial of Courage gives you 0 rings, and you have to beat the mission. If you get hit with any stray bullet, any stray rocket, you lose a ton of time. It's not just you respawn in the mission. You respawn to the hub world, which means you have to sit through 4 loading screens to come back in, because every mission is 2 loading screens.
It is awful.
An element of RNG. Yeah, there's also an element of RNG here with these guys that throw the blue balls. All right, we're good. So we have a nickname for that, for getting killed by these blue balls, and it's called getting blue balled. And that's when oh no!
No, he jumped into the...
Oh, this is huge.
Oh, this is huge for Flubbler.
So Gas now has to wait through 4 loading screens, and we know this game. There's 1 loading screen, person talks to you. 2nd loading screen, he's going to load into the hub world. They're going to be really close after this. Oh boy, we got a race on our hands now.
Yeah. Yeah, Flubbler's just going to talk to the guy. Are they even? Oh my gosh.
Gas is ahead by a little bit, but that's just a little bit.
Oh man, this is so close.
So this is what we were talking about with Trial of Courage. If you die to any rocket, see that rocket just... Gas was trying to jump over one of the ledges on the tree, and a rocket just so happened to be right over him, and there you go, right? This game is really unforgiving, even for the top runners. And so a death on Trial of Courage is usually a death sentence for most runs. Yeah, really unfortunate for Gas.
Yeah, if you're on world record pace and die here, it's over. You're done. Man, this mission is scary. Did he get white bounce?
Honestly,
let's go.
Yes. Okay. So, white bounces. Instead of hitting one of the springs, we can bounce bracelet right to one of the jump triggers. So when Sonic jumps off of things back and forth, these triggers are hard coded, and you don't need to hit the spring in order to do it. You just saw Flubbler do it as well. He bounced bracelets off the side of the tree and can hit the trigger early. Gas finishing out Trial of Courage, didn't die 2nd time, perfect. Let's see if Flubbler can make it through the end of here.
Man, Flubbler gaining just a little bit of time on Gas on Trial of Courage in the IL sense. But man, this is super close.
Yeah, it's a shame if Wike didn't go for the 6-second time save versus 2.5 minute time loss. I'm still in shock. I still can't believe he did that in a marathon.
Hey, you gotta go for the cool strats, man.
You gotta go for it all, really. No regrets at all.
Mm-hmm. Don't regret going for that. That's a cool strat.
So here we have the Trial of Love. So you have 2 choices, Elise and Amy. Let's see what our runners pick.
I know Gast won't pick Elise.
You don't think so?
No, he's adamant at not picking Elise.
I see. But Flubbler's picking Elise, right?
I think he picks Amy, but we'll see.
Darn.
He picked Elise.
Nice. All right, Flubbler. By the way, Focus and I have a tied IL world record, so we have the individual stage world record with different routes. So I picked Elise, and Focus picked Amy, and we both got the exact same time, a 1.108 for that mission. The entire mission is, by the way, you go to the person that you've chosen, and you just talk to the person, and then you're done, and it gives you a time. But so we're currently not 100% sure. We're going to take a look at the code, but we're not sure which one of the two is faster, so it's up to personal preference. So,
Dude, this race between Flubbler and Gas is so close. They're like within a second of each other right now.
I think that Kingdom Valley is going to be a huge determiner. I know that. Yeah, go for it.
Sure. Okay, so this is my stage, man. This Kingdom Valley is the best stage in this game. With this stage, it's so heavy movement based, and it's really difficult, and it's really long as well. Like there's so many corners where you just take them as tight as possible with using the blue gem to its full extent. And if you hit the wall with the blue gem, you bonk and lose so much time. So winners have to. Oh yes, let's go. Gas made it.
Beautiful. Yeah, so that's the first big trick in Kingdom Valley is this what we call Sharu rope. We've named it after Sharu, the Japanese 06 runner. Really, really incredible runner, but that's besides the point. Hopefully we get a chance to go into that later, but
oh yeah.
Gast is, yeah. Okay, Flubbler looks like he missed the rope strat. Yeah, so that saves a bit of time. Gast coming up on Eagle Skip. So in this game, you can hold on to the Eagle, and the Eagle will take you into this trigger, but it's close enough that, oh no!
No!
Oh my god! This is huge. They're oh my gosh, they're like dead even.
This is so cool, man. This is so close.
Right, so Eagle Skip is really, you barely have enough distance to make it to that trigger, and if you fail it, you have to go back to that checkpoint that you hit. He's coming up on it again. Oh my gosh, he missed the lineup. Just help me attack the Eagle, man. Just help me attack the Eagle. Oh no, he's still going for it. You gotta respect it. Yes, he got it. Okay, good. But now Flubber's got a very slight lead.
So here, you're supposed to play a silver, but instead we jump off the Eagle and jump on these really small pillars on the edge of the wall, so we can run around silver and just play it as Sonic. And then at the end, we hit a trigger that's not supposed to be there, I think, and you warp to the second Sonic that's loaded in. So basically, there's two Sonics. It's really funny.
Right, so you can get from Sonic to Sonic, so because normally you'd have to play the stage of Silver, and Silver goes back to Sonic and says, okay, you can take it from here. But
and we don't have any of Silver's upgrades because you unlock Silver in the story. If we had Silver's upgrades, it would be faster to play Silver because you can tele-launch off of a box and just fly to the trigger.
If you guys want to see more of Silver stuff, be sure to watch other Focus's marathon runs. I think tomorrow he's doing all stories. The day after, tomorrow he's doing Sonic and Silver.
He's doing any percent for Sonic and Silver.
Yeah, that's at Meme-a-thon, and then the day after we have Big John Stop and Cease, and he's doing all stories. So he's got the gauntlet Focus at.
Focus is an incredible Silver runner. So if you want to check out his stuff, definitely go check out his channel.
Ooh, Focus having some trouble on the Sharu rope. I think he learned the trick pretty recently. It's one of the recent additions we've made. He just nails it right there.
A pretty clean KV right now. I think he's on pace for like a 330 something.
Okay, so coming up though.
Yes, this trick. Oh man, is he gonna go for Castle Skip? Okay, so Castle skips are really long. Oh no. Okay, so this skips a really long automated section, and it saves about 7 seconds, and it's really hard. So let's hope they make it. Oh, he got the Eagle. Oh my gosh.
All right, let's see.
Oh my gosh. Okay, and then you hit wall jump trigger. Yes, he got it. Let's go.
Oh my gosh. Gast is also gonna go for it. I remember him saying, let's see if he gets it. Oh no, he missed the Eagle. No. Oh my gosh, no.
Flubbler has a pretty good lead now because he actually made Castle Skip.
Wow, yeah, so Castle Skip, there was a bounty out for the first person to get Castle Skip in a PB. Castle Skip is not standard to go for in runs. The fact that both of them are going for it in a marathon is really incredible. Props to them. Gas just missing the Eagle again, darn. But you got to respect going for it. Our runners are trying to give the best possible show, and I'm really glad that Flubbler got it on the marathon. That's the first time that's been pulled off in a marathon.
That trick is really, really hard because you have to angle Sonic in a really precise way to land on the Eagle in the first place, and then you have to worry about hitting a jump trigger that's invisible after the tower falls down.
Right. There's a lot of dominoes that had to fall in order for that trick to be possible. You know, first of which being the fact that you can grab the background eagle. The eagle just goes in a circle. You're not supposed to be able to grab.
Yeah, it just goes in a circle. Why is it even there? It's not there in Silver Story.
Yeah, the second is that you have the green gem, so you can kick the pillar down. The third is that the pillar falls towards you. The fourth is that you can jump off the pillar as it's falling. And the fifth is that the jump trigger is actually still there, and it's not tied to the pillar. So when the pillar falls down, you can hit the invisible jump trigger and then skip the castle, which saves 5 seconds. And I'm so glad
it's amazing.
It looks so cool.
Yeah, it's so sick. The game just gives us these tools and we abuse them. It's great. I think Flubb's gonna get a sub 340. Oh yeah, he definitely is.
This is a great Kingdom Valley for Flubbler. Really, really showing off why he's got the fastest time.
Also, it's just a really sick trick to have in a run as well. Castle skip is so awesome to see. 334, let's go. That's a clean Kingdom Valley.
Ooh, Focus getting the swag. He skipped one of the robots before the spring by holding a really precise angle. Gotta love it.
Once you memorize the angle on that, it's not that bad. Oh, he went for the thing.
No. Okay. So there's some background to that. So when I was doing my GDQ run, I was on world record pace heading into Kingdom Valley, but I wanted to kind of joke around. And so when you press LT, the camera focuses on where Sonic is looking. And so I pressed LT a lot of times during that automated section because the camera glitches out and it's kind of funny. And I discovered a glitch where if you spam LT during an automated jump section, you soft block the game. So I lost world record at GDQ stage because of a soft block.
Oh yeah, that's the first time that's ever happened as well, I think.
Yep. And Focus just spammed LT a little bit, not during the jumps, but you know, in the middle of the jumps as a sign of homage. So I appreciate that, Focus, but please don't remind me of that.
Flubbler going for the.
I can remind you if I want to, okay, Liam?
There's our input for Focus. Okay, so now we have to hit all 3 bells to open the gate to Aquatic Base. This is some really intricate movement. It's one of the most, practiced town movement in the game for sure. It's the most complex, definitely.
Oh, definitely.
Especially with the new find of going on the ground instead of the buildings, and you have to worry about hitting these NPCs because for some reason Sonic just doesn't blast right through them. They're like walking walls.
Right, so if you bonk off of any of the NPCs don't move and you fall. Flubbler getting a nice Sky Gem throw. So we throw the Sky Gem before we hit the bell so that as it's traveling, we can hit the spring, hit the bell, and then the Sky Gem will take you. By the way,
we miss it.
Yeah, by the way, the Sky Gem, which we were mentioning earlier, that allows you to teleport through the stage, it's here. Get ready, because Aquatic Base is coming.
Man, this stage, this stage is also like one of my favorites in the run, probably right after Kingdom Valley. I grinded this really hard a couple months ago, like end of 2019.
Incredible time though. Yeah, I mean, Nick has really gone in on both Kingdom Valley and Aquatic Base, and like these are the stages that separate the men from the boys, so to speak. Like honestly, the Kingdom Valley and Aquatic Base is they're my worst stages because they're everyone's worst stages because they're so darn hard. With Aquatic Base, you have to menu between the gyms, which is pushing the D-pad, as well as
Flubbler just clipped in. Okay, so can I go into the skip real quick?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so this skip here, you clip out and then you throw the Sky Gem into Shadow's portion of Aquatic Base because for some reason they load everything. And then you clip out of Shadow's section to go into Tails' section so you can play that as Sonic. And then you just clip into the last room and throw the Sky Gem to the trigger for section 2. It skips like 2.5 minutes and it's ridiculous. It's such a cool skip.
And it's also just, you know, it's the power of the Sky Gem. If we didn't have the Sky Gem, none of this would have been possible. But now, the game gives us the Sky Gem.
You have to do those frame perfect homing attack door clips. Man, those are hard.
Yeah, honestly, the game gave us the Sky Gem, and that was a mistake, honestly.
Yeah, the power of the Sky Gem, man, it just gave us everything.
Ooh, did you see that Focus spamming the spin kicks to avoid getting bonked on the side of the bridge? That was beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Save there.
Oh, Flubbler just bonked on the door because he had too much speed on the ground from Sky Gem.
Oh, wow. I've never seen that. Oh boy, there's our one for the marathon. I've never seen someone bonk on the door.
Ooh, these tunnels. If you bonk once, you're gonna lose so much time because the doors close on you, and it's so much lag. Oh man.
Coming into Knuckles section as well. Knuckles has a ton of lag. It's really tough to avoid.
Flubbler's having a pretty clean aquatic base right now.
Yeah, Flubbler at the very two last stages really made up almost all of the time that he had behind. Beautiful.
On gas run. Oh, he just loaded into section 2. It seems like he's having a pretty good aquatic base right now as well. I see his time as he just entered.
Ooh, Flubbler hitting that horizontal pole with the Sky Gem. That's really risky, but it saves a little bit of time, I think. I'm gonna defer to Nick on this because he's.
Oh, it definitely
does. This stage out. Okay.
It definitely does. Hitting that pole against the wall lets Sonic fall on the ground faster than you can blue gem to the robot.
Yeah, beautiful. Flubbler coming into the very last section, the last opportunity for big time save before Egg Wyvern.
Oh, yes.
Can you go into a bit of Egg Wyvern?
Oh, I don't think I can explain Wyvern as good as you. You made a whole video on the progression.
Look, I can't explain Wyvern. That's why I can't. So Egg Wyvern. Egg Wyvern was the very first trick found in 06. What you do is you grab his horn, throw the Sky Gem, and so when you hold on to Egg Wyvern's horn, the Sky Gem then takes you and teleports you back to the platform, which kills Egg Wyvern very fast. What actually happened in 2014, so that trick was known about since 2007. What has happened since 2014 is that we found out that when you land from that, Sky Gem teleporting you back to the platform, if you shoot into the air with the Sky Gem, you end the fight early. And we have zero idea as to why that happens, and it's been a mystery for the better part of 6 years. And so now Egg Wyvern is all about how early can you hit the horn. You're going to see Flubbler load in, jump, throw the Sky Gem, homing attack off the Sky Gem, hold A to get extra height, and then grab Egg Wyvern's horn right off the start. Jump back, jump off the stage, shoot himself up with the Sky Gem, and end in 5 seconds. Beautiful. Got a second try. Great job.
A beautiful run by Flubbler.
Really, really was. Gas coming into the very end. Egg Wyvern. It's a real shame. Gas had probably PB pace run for him if it weren't for Trial of Courage giving him really rough.
That Trial of Courage just really set him back. But yeah, Egg Wyvern is one of the coolest tricks. I think it's one of the fastest quick kills in Sonic as well, as you've mentioned before.
Yeah, Sonic Heroes has a couple really quick fights for, the different team fights. But this boss, especially because it's the final boss, it's just so, we don't know why that works, and we really want to know.
It's one of the coolest tricks in the game for sure.
Gas nailing it as well. Great job. So Flubbler first, Gas second, and then we just have left Wike and Focus. Focus coming to this door. Is he gonna do it? I knew it.
Focus right now. Oh, what did he do?
Focus was gonna go for the frame perfect door clip going into the.
Yes, he did the Serb clip there.
I love it. I love it. So normally you can clip through any of these doors with the Sky Gem, but it is.
He almost fell off there. That's close.
Yeah, it was really close, but I think he's in the clear now. Or I shouldn't say that, right? Because Egg Wyvern, while it is very fast, it is really difficult strat, so it's very chokeable.
There's actually 2 methods to do the fast strat that we didn't mention. You can do it with the red gem, and I feel like that method is harder, to be honest, because you slow down Wyvern, and then you have to gem menu to the Sky Gem. And by the way, you menu with gems with the D-pad, and then hold RT to activate the gems, which is a very odd control. It's really odd.
All right, Focus coming into Egg Wyvern. Let's see it. Runs, jumps off the Sky Gem. Okay.
This here. Right back at you. I'll finish.
Okay.
All right, he got this. Yeah, nailed it.
Beautiful, beautiful. And now we have Wike. This is the aquatic base skip we were talking about earlier that saves 2.5 minutes, throwing the Sky Gem out of bounds, so you can skip almost all of the first section of the stage.
Yeah, Focus mentioned something yesterday in our call, and it actually is really cool that you throw Sonic into the beginning of Silver and Shadow section, and then Silver goes out to go to like one of Sonic sections. I think it's pretty cool to think about. The stage is like really glitchy and messed up in all three stories. It's really awesome.
Yeah, Aquatic Base is a great final stage. You know, it's nice because Sonic 06 kind of has this like, you know, Sonic story. The later stages are some of the harder stages, and then the earlier stages are kind of more relaxing. So it's nice that a lot of the difficulties at the very end it leads to really hype races and hype moments.
Yeah, a lot of the stories actually have that.
Silver. Wait, Focus is loading in Silver. He's gonna do the Silver trick.
Which Silver?
As expected from a Silver runner, he just can't wait to switch over to Silver. So,
oh, is he doing the beginning of? Oh yeah. Yeah, see, Silver has all these really cool clips as well.
Yep, so that's Silver going to the beginning of Sonic section. That's really cool. Yeah, a lot of the, you know, the different hedgehogs in this game, Sonic has a nice balance of movement and tricks. Silver is basically all tricks, and then Shadow is basically all movement. So we have a nice, you know, a lot of people have their favorite hedgehog. You know, Nick and I are big fans of Sonic, although Nick's been doing a lot of Silver recently. I don't know if that's changed, but Focus is definitely his favorite.
Oh no, my favorite will always be Sonic, but I'm really enjoying Silver right now.
Yeah, I mean, my heart goes out to Sonic. I just don't do Silver because it's too hard. I'm pleb, that's why. So
Silver, it's hard, dude. It is really hard.
But yeah, Wike coming up on the very end section. Got hit by the robots. Note again, that's to save time because we don't want an S rank. So that hit is on purpose.
You can also just blue jump off of the edge there and land right on the blue robot, which is faster.
I see these world records save 1 second strats that are really hard.
I actually didn't do that in my IL record because I didn't know about it. But I found that. Yeah, I remember DSS doing it like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I should probably try this, and it's easy.
Wike coming into Egg Wyvern, and before he gets there, I just want to really thank all of the organizers of Power Up with Pride for letting us show off the game, and thanks to all our runners for you know, giving their time and allowing us to see such a great you know, playing of Sonic 06. It's always fun to watch.
Yes, thank you so much for letting us show off our game that we love so much to run. And again, thanks to everyone that donated money for the Trevor project. It's very needed and it's very welcomed. We appreciate it.
If you're interested in running Sonic 06, if you liked what you saw here, we have Sonic 06 Discord. I don't know if anyone that is in the Discord can link in the chat right now. I can't.
I will do so, actually. I want to say just here, I'm focused. I'm just going to come and pop in a little bit. Thank you so much to both Liam and Nick. You guys did wonderfully. I was listening the entire time. You were entertaining. You were great. I did hear you in the middle of it, and knowing that I heard you in the middle of it, that is why I did the camera resetting in Kingdom Valley. You are welcome.
I appreciate that.
You're more than welcome. I will go ahead and link a thing to the chat. I'll give it a link invite Spires one day. Yeah, you guys can join us in the 06 community. We're always welcoming new people. Wonderful race. I was so surprised to see what everything that happened. It was great, to be honest. Just wonderful all around.
It was really entertaining. Everyone's perspectives.
Lots of lead changes.
That's the Discord to our Discord, if you guys don't mind.
Right. First of all, 06 community Discord. We've been really active, like we were saying, because of coronavirus and because everyone's been coming together. And
what do you mean? It's year round. We don't. It's all the time. Yes, every day.
We've been active forever. No, honestly though, like 06 has been, just as
were they really within a second of each other, or is that just?
They were really close.
They were close, but 06, like back in the day when 06 first came out, no one considered it a speed game. Like there's not a recorded run of 06 for the first 5 years of the game's existence. And since 2012, people have been realizing that 06 is actually a great game to compete in. And now we just, have been getting more runners, like by the day, really. Flubbler came in, like we said, a few months ago and took world record within 2-3 months. Nick is, you're not new. You've been around, but you really started putting a lot of time into the game just a year ago.
I came back into the Discord like a year ago, and then I started putting a lot of time and got like to where I could world record within a month.
So honestly, like, join the Discord if you like what you see. Try it out. It's not. It's a bad game casually, but when you learn how to play it well, it It's really, really fun to speedrun.
And we're always
so
welcome
much
to new runners. We're always welcome to new runners and new people. We want our community to be a safe space.
We got there.
We want our. We did get there. That's really awesome. Our community is oh, sorry, Focus.
I'm just doing a bunch of random stuff in silver, which is a better category if you guys didn't know.
Okay.
Okay, man. We were trying to be civil.
Let's not start this dispute here, okay? I don't want to get physical.
But yeah, we try to make our community a safe space for everyone to just enjoy the game.
Yeah, it's a great place, great group of people. We have a lot of fun calls, so yeah, play the bad game. It's not bad.
Play the bad game. It becomes good when not bad.
It become good when not bad. Can we put that as our tagline? Like, it become good when.
I will make that the tagline of the server. But anyone, you guys having us, really, we appreciate it.
Bad game, good, not. Wait.
Not bad. It's
Game,
like,
bad,
it's like the beginning speech in Wreck-It Ralph.
I'm a bad game. That means that I'm not a bad
game. But that's okay. Just be who you are.
Well, thank you so much for this run. We're gonna transfer on over now to our next run. Look forward to it. I think this is no, this is not. Never mind. But this is Chibi Robo, and Chibi Robo is a super fun run. It's gone through a lot to get to the place to kind of get the run up to marathon speed, and I think you'll really enjoy it.